Well, hello, my dear friends, and welcome to the Voltz Wars. I was about to say Civilization 5 then, but it's not. It's Voltz Wars that we're playing today, and I am going to begin the video by just raising a very small concern. Not a big concern, but sort of the seed of what may very well grow into quite a large concern, and that's the fact that we haven't heard from Cornelius Atwood Shawcross and his men for a little while. They've been over there quite a while, and it's been a few days since we last heard from them, and we were getting into a nice rhythm of once every 2 or 3 days of hearing from each other, and it's been a little bit longer than that, so slight concern, not a major one, of course. He's on a spying mission. He can only write when he can, so I'm not too worried yet, but, yes, anyway, so we wish him the best of luck, and of course there was a bit of a kerfuffle kicking off over there, or so we read from his letters. There was to be a war, or a battle of some description, I don't know, but hopefully they've come through that. By them, I mean at least my guys and Rory Jr., because we do like a bit of Rory Jr., don't we? Not that way. Not in the bad way that'll get you to jail. He's a nice fella, and he spent time here. What am I talking about? Right, so anyway, that's a slight concern, but let's get on with today's episode, because today, I'm actually going to talk to these guys first, and then I think it might be a good idea if we were to... The farms are giving us a blessed harvest. Soon the buildings can grow. Why do I always start her voice up really squeaky? The farms are giving us a blessed harvest. Soon the buildings can grow. Of course, the elves do like to talk about their buildings as though they're living things growing and whatever. A bit of a weird thing that they have in their culture, but we respect that because we're a multicultural and diverse society here at Elysium. Anyway, Legalon, how's your tower going? Building work should commence in the coming days. Well, that's fantastic news, isn't it? I'm looking forward to seeing that and seeing what benefits you can bestow upon the Empire. Very good. And... Wayland, what on earth are you doing up here? Shouldn't you be down there at the docks? That's your place. What are you doing up here, my good sir? My lord, I've just received... Oh, for goodness sake, I'm going to have to take the blooming power armor off. God damn it. Every blooming time. I really should just start in the new, because if I'm ever going to speak to someone... Right, anyway. My lord, I've just received some troubling reports from the canal. It seems the sea has disappeared. I don't know. But the grenade's getting in the way of this bit, but something is not right. Well, the sea doesn't just disappear, Wayland. Are you sure that's what they said? The lights are on, as a matter of fact. The lights are on, so there must be something afoot. Let's put our power armor back on and have a little investigate. It wasn't what I was planning to do today. I wanted to do something spacey, but well, if there's a problem over here, then we're going to have to deal with it first and foremost. Right, so let's have a look up here. Now, that light is definitely on. I really should get to putting more balloons up as well, but alas, Endermen do become very scarce when you actually need them. They're all over the place when you're just trying to do something and you don't need to kill them, but then when you need Ender Pearls, you can't find an Enderman for a sausage. Anyway, right, so is that Gaithor on duty? How's it going? I don't know what happened, my lord. Some kind of bad magic, I think. I don't know. Right, not liking this. Not liking what I'm hearing here, guys, if I'm totally honest. I was hoping for a nice spacey episode, or, well, there's a few things on the to-do list again. We've sort of filled out the to-do list that we had, and the new to-do list says, oh, for goodness sake, the new to-do list says, 1, don't burn yourself by jumping too much. Good thing we have the heat sinks on, eh? But the to-do list, I want to go to space and create a little something or other up there. I'll come on to that in greater detail when we get onto it. I also want to expand my power armor capabilities. Oh, for goodness sake. Add a cooling system as a major thing here. Obviously, it turns out we need that quite badly. And I also want to have a look at experimenting a bit more with the force field, see if we can get one, because the force field we've got at the moment, I would really... Oh, for God's sake! I know we're in the desert, but this is ridiculous. Goodness me, right, we're gonna... I think we might have to just swim. Oh, forget... Ow! Ow, right, let's let that cool the whole way down, first of all. Yeah, but with the, how do you say, with the... What are they called? Force fields, that's what I want. With the force fields... I do want to experiment because I would love to have a force field, and my map's turned off for some reason, but I would love to have a force field covering the entire area of the city. So that's going to be a lot of scale modules, and I would like to experiment, just see if that's possible, etc. So they're things to come on to. For God's sake, and of course, army recruiting, that's going to happen, so forth and so on, etc, etc. And try not to burn to death as I discover what's gone on wrong with the canal. I think we better just walk. There is a wormhole there. We didn't all just get spooked by a wormhole, did we? Because that does look rather disappeared. Come on. My sailors are braver than that to be spooked by a wormhole. There's a lot of lava down there, as a matter of fact. Should keep an eye out for that right now. Are we, should we take a look up here upon the watchtowers and see if we can see anything wrong. How are we doing, fellas? Good to see the guns are. Now, I'm not gonna pick holes, but that does just look like a wormhole. Have we seriously all just gone all jumpy because of a wormhole? And you're facing the wrong way. The threat's that way, my dear. Do look that way. Right, let's have a look closer up then. My men, they don't get scared by wormholes. They're brave sorts. Oh, good lord. Okay, this isn't a wormhole. It's something a little bit worse. What on earth has gone on? Do you see anything? It just vanished, says Marco. Well, yes, I think I could have seen that for myself. What the F? Agranor, what's gone on? It just disappeared, my lord. I don't know what happened. We saw no one, says Oliver. Well, okay. What the hell has happened here? Is this magic or something? Was Legolas mucking? Is this where he's going to put his tower? Oh, he knows better than to put his tower here. Has he been mucking around with magic too advanced for him and got us into a bit of trouble here? I do hope not. Oh my goodness, what? Okay, well that's a minecart. That's a minecart. This is. I need to turn the map on, just get an idea of the shape here. Raise minimap. There we go. So if we just press X, it's a circle of sorts, isn't it? What the hell has caused this? I have no idea. Well, it's going to need to be fixed some way. Luckily, I don't think it's going to be megally difficult to fix because I think we can fix this in the same way that I actually built the canal, and you can see how that happened in a bit. But well, this is. I would like to know who did this. If it was someone in the city, I would very much appreciate if they just owned up and apologised. But then minecarts there now. Who do we know that likes their minecarts? I don't know, but good lord. Okay, so there's minecarts everywhere. This is what just deletes water? Is it? Can you do that with a force field? I'm not sure. What the? I'm gonna have to question Legolas about this. I would like him if he does do magic and it goes a bit wrong like this. I'm not saying it was him, but if it was him, I would like him to admit to it and at least apologise to all the sailors that are going to be a bit spooked out. Now, a few people over the last few episodes or so have been pointing out the fact that there is a desert temple half buried here. I investigated that. It was actually one of the first things I did when we first took up residence in Elysium. Do you want to see what I did? Yeah, did it a bit wrong, as you can see. So, yeah, oh my goodness me. Oh, I thought that was an open thing there. Shame it was a world hole. That would look awesome, wouldn't it? Oh, I would love to have a world hole not just load in when you get there, because they look amazing, don't they? Right, so I jumped in here to show you that I did the temple wrong, and foolishly, I have nothing to get out, so we're going to have to dig. Luckily, we do have a pack, so it's only got about 400 hits left. It should be enough, shouldn't it? Right, let's just dig this way a bit. We'll dig this way, and then hopefully we should be able to pick up just enough cobblestone to noob pole our way out. That was a very silly thing for me to get down there, but yes, thank you for pointing that out, but I'd seen it myself, so no worries, and I did it wrong. It takes a special kind of poor Minecraft player to get a desert temple wrong, and I am proud to count myself among that unit of poor players. Right, anyway, let's make sure we're above the hole. That's here. We should do the job nicely. Oh, my goodness, there we go. Okay, beautiful. I turned the assists off. It's much easier to noob pole up when you've got the assists off. Right, this should be good. We should be able to jump from here, I dare say. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, we did. Brilliant. Fantastic. Okay, right, so we're out. Now, where is the door? I don't even know if there is a door, but let's just close that up for now so I don't fall back down. And there we go. Beautiful. Okay, right, so that hole needs to be fixed. Whatever caused it, whoever caused it, why ever it was caused, irrelevant at this point in time. We need to fix it. And to fix it, I'm first of all going to have some bread. Second of all, going to not burn. I did see that lava thing in the right-hand corner pop up there. That wasn't good. Oh my goodness. Right, cooling system. I know I said I wasn't going to tinker anything on camera anymore, but this has become quite a large priority, as you can see. We don't want to have the whole video like this, and I do want to be covering ground. Oh no, but I remember the cooling system was very expensive, because we've looked at it before, haven't we? Very, very expensive, right. Okay, well, let's just walk sensibly round for now. How's the barracks doing? I think they're still training. Good bit of training there. I do like what I'm seeing from some of the guys in the barracks, I must say. There's some fierce fighters there, and once they've been taught the skills to match their aggression, we should have ourselves a decent fighting force. And he just jumped in that lava. That wouldn't have been wise, would it? And we still haven't fixed up this wire over here. I may as well do that now, seeing as I've got wire on me, as a matter of fact. Right, so let's get a bit there. Oh, my goodness. There's a lot of spiders about the shop. I'll have to deal with these, won't I? Get out of it, you. There we go, Aglaron. You can finish that guy off, can't you? Good lad, and we'll deal with this Joker ourselves. There we go. He's out. Spider Eye, beautiful. Okay, need to think about actually putting a shield on this armor as well. There's so much to think about with this armor, but let's just for now get rid of that torch and just fill in the wire so we got everything powered again. Because I'm not sure if there's more uranium to make. Let's just have a check, shall we? No. I think we've got it all. But that's a good bit of uranium, isn't it? Look at that. Nearly 2 stacks of the good 235 uranium. And we might have some more uranium ore. We need to put a cobblestone pipe there as well, don't we? We'll worry about that later. We're not doing that today. Right now, we're going to need to fix that hole. That hole is going to be fixed in the same way I made the canal, for which we are going to need the filler. Our filler that has been actually the most used object of a very recently. Not going to need that bit of iron ore. Cobblestone, yes, we're going to need cobblestone, but a bit more than 26 bits. I would say at least, well, not quite 648 whatevers, but I think maybe a good 4 or 5 stacks should do us. Buckets of water, if we have any, obviously just the buckets will suffice. 13 buckets, we'll take the 13 for now, why not? Of course, something to power the filler with, and I really do hope we've got a spare cell. Oh, we've only got the one, okay, but we've got a wrench on us, so that shouldn't be a problem. And if you just excuse me, I need some water. I've got a cough coming on. I'm gonna sound it out because it's gonna sound horrible. Okay, luckily my lungs are still inside me, even though that was quite a nasty cough. Oh my goodness me, I think it might be a slight bit of hay fever. We've actually got nice weather in England for a change, and it's, yeah, it does affect us hay fevery people. Now, we've got 2 eyes of Ender, that's not what we were looking for, is it? What are we looking for? What are we looking for? Bricks, we do need some bricks for the filler. Of course, a jot of landmarks, again, would be very useful. Marks of the land variety. Where on earth are you guys? There they are. 60. We're not going to need 60, but we'll just take 60 for now. Got some buckets for water. Everything we need for the filler. Bit of that, bit of that. Okay, that should be everything. Got a bit of food as well, just in case. Okay, right now. If we go this way, I'm going to turn the what's-its back on again now. I will be able... If we just run, we shouldn't get that hot, should we? It's the jumping that's making us super hot, isn't it? So, we do have a step assist as well, so we don't really need to jump. It's just a showy off thing, isn't it, really? But yes, so, now the way I've done the canal, or the way I built the canal when we did it, what I did was I quarried out the area, filled out the area, surrounded it in nice stone so it wouldn't go all mossy and horrible and stuff. And then what I did was, using the filler... Oh, for goodness sake, we're on fire again. What I did using the filler was... Let's get the buckets now. We can collect some of this water. What I did using the filler, for the 3rd time of saying it, was attach... Not so much attach, but I made a thin layer of stone, the line of where I wanted the water to be. Then I poured buckets of water on there until every source had become a... until every block had become a source block. I think we might be able to just clean this up a bit, actually. Just here, as a matter of fact. Oh no, maybe not. But basically, I did that, and it took a little bit of smoothing out and a bit of patterning. But eventually, I managed to get it so that every single block that was there was a source block. And then using the filler again... Oh, we should have bought glass, actually. That was the one thing we forgot. Never mind. I then knocked out the layer I put in. I don't know if I'm explaining this very well. You'll be able to see it in a minute, hopefully. We need to get rid of those minecarts as well. Lovely. And I believe there was another one over here. They're very unsightly, aren't they, minecarts? So let's get rid of them. Beautiful. Okay, right now. Some of it is the level it wants to be already. It wants to be this level. That's where we're going to put in our line. And we're going to put blocks of water on top of it until every single block is a source block. Might be some editing here, because I dare say it might get a bit tedious and a bit dull. Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, come on. Right, okay, I'm going to fill in this area, and then I'll be back with you. See you in a minute, guys. Okay, so willkommen back, everyone. Now, I've just gone over with the buckets of water and just bucketed in a little bit that could have been bucketed in, so to speak. So some of the stuff that was at the right level already, that is to say, just 1 block deep. I've come on block that in, and then upon my blocking expedition, we might say, I came across what can only be described as a clue. Because this, I'm pretty sure, was definitely not there before. In fact, I'm almost certain it definitely wasn't there before. Now, I'm not sure exactly what information we can garner from just a random bit. Oh, there's something down here. Let's be distracted all of a sudden. Oh, no, it's just a cave, and now I've got to swim back up. My apologies, but we do have the swimming assist, so it shouldn't take very long at all. There we go. That's faster than creative mode, isn't it, actually? Yeah, so as I said, I'm not sure what information we can garner from this, but it's certainly very interesting, isn't it? And, well, I think that's going to be in the way of the ship, so we're going to have to get rid of it as well. Just a bit of stone. I have my suspicions about who and what's caused this. Oh, I think we're stuck in here now, for goodness sake. I'm not going to say, well, honestly, I don't know. I don't have enough information to make an educated guess, but my gut feeling, because... Oh, goodness me. Well, we know F&B have been preoccupied with Ed at the moment, don't we? So that only leaves one other option, unless Legalon. I did ask him, and he said it wasn't him. And he may well have been telling fibs, but, well, we're going to fix it now anyway, so it doesn't matter. But very, very, very suspicious. And it does raise a concern that we do need to build up the defences at this end of the canal a little bit, I dare say. So what we're going to do is probably put another force field in here somewhere. At least get this area protected from gunshots or whatever. And then I would probably feel a lot safer if on that spit of land over there, we had a sentry post, not unlike the one we used to have, except I'll make it with camouflage blocks now because I actually know how to use them. Is there a missing block there? Oh, if there's one thing I hate, it's a missing block in the middle of everywhere. I believe if I just put something there, that would do the job. Okay, that was fixed up. That was a hole there. Let's investigate that. Oh, no, it's just a hole. Okay, so another sentry position up there I think might be a good idea. And I'll actually do it properly with camouflage blocks now, because you fine people have told me how to use them. This is really not what I had planned to do today. This really isn't what I was planning to do. Right, anyway, now. So, as I said, so what we're going to do is, using the cobblestone, create, we may as well start it here. But we're going to create a line of, oh, get away, you blooming sheep. We're going to, the sheep's making me forget words. Basically, we're going to fill her just in one layer. It's going to be 2 layers because we're using a filler in the water, unfortunately. But we're going to fill in 1 layer at this depth. And then we're going to put buckets of water on it until everything's a source block. And then we're going to knock that layer out. And then everything will be nice and back and full with water. And this shape is a very tricky shape to do, which is very, very frustrating. But as I said, there'll be editing. I'll try and make it exciting. Although I had got exciting things planned for this episode. But it appears the gods have chose to have us have this challenge instead. Right, now the tricky thing is just to make sure that the landmarks aren't going to get shot by water. So, oh, for goodness sake, and knocking too many things out is a bit of a pain. Right, okay, you know what? I'm gonna get the filler set up because it's gonna be very fiddly here, and I can imagine myself raging for about 15 minutes, and no one wants to see that. So I'm gonna see you in a minute when the filler is just ready to be filmed. Okay, so see you in a bit. Okay, so welcome back once again, my friends. Now, this project here, just fixing this up, has proved to be a little more tricky than when I did the canal, because the canal was a nice rectangular shape, as opposed to this, which is it's an all manner of jiggledy-piggledy shape, unfortunately, but we have just got the baseline covered, as you can see with the red line there. That's the area we're going to cover now. With the filler, so let's go do it. Now, unfortunately, there is a bit of a problem with the filler in water, and that is that it creates 2 blocks deep for some god unknown reason. So what that's going to mean, most unfortunately for us, is that we can't just put the water in, beg your pardon, put the cobblestone in, and then without having to re-put the landmarks in, change it. Because obviously, it will only take away the first layer, which is a bit unfortunate. But anyway, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. It just means it's going to take a slightly amount longer. Right now, let's hopefully see that going. Oh, no, brilliant. I thought it wasn't working there, but it's starting that side. So as you can see, it's stopped. Now, why would it have gone and stopped? Oh, no, we haven't used all that cobblestone already, have we? I thought I put plenty in there. It's very hard to estimate exactly how much. Oh, for goodness sake, we're going to have to get rid of this bit now as well, aren't we? Where's Paxel gone? That was all the cobblestone we had. That was all the cobblestone, right? I'm going to have to go back and get an absolute ton more cobblestone. We've got a chest in here. I can just dump some things in the meantime. Brilliant, we do. Okay, right, let's just put everything in here. I'm going to sprint back, get some cobblestone, and then sprint back again. My goodness, I always underestimated just exactly how much cobblestone everything requires. Right, okay, so lots and lots of stacks. Luckily, we have over 500,000 bits of cobblestone, so it's not a big issue. But we would like a pretty much unlimited supply. being right there, and unfortunately we can't. One thing I would love to do, and I'm not even sure if it's possible with the mod, is... Oh, now can I jump the canal? Oh, no, I can't. Oh, that was feeble, wasn't it? Oh, well. We're quite a quick swimmer. No, we're not that quick, are we? Tell you what, fade to black, and we'll fade back in over there, shall we? Okay, see you in a minute, guys. Oh, that's a good shot, isn't it? Just out of shot there with that last thing. Anyway, see you in a minute. Okay, my friends, so once again, we're back. We've got a lot more cobblestone going through now. I pray that was enough. That was a full inventory's worth of cobblestone. My goodness, this has been more trouble than it's worth, fixing this thing. I thought it would be quite easy. I think we should have enough to get there. Oh, goodness me, actually, that's going to be quite tight, isn't it? I've only got no bits left on me. Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, now that is wholly frustrating. But you see how it works, don't you? I'm not going to finish fixing this on camera because it's probably going to get increasingly dung for you to watch and me to do. So what I will do, where are the buckets? Of course, I've left them over there now, haven't I? So I'll just get this area here done, and then I will finish it off and make it all nice and pretty off camera. But at least it'll show you how I'm going to fix it, and it's a little insight as to how I made the canal as well. Right, so anyway, let's grab that water. Here we go. It's going to be a bit tricky here. A bit tricky, and I'll tell you the annoying thing about it is that the buckets of water, what would be really handy is if you had 20 buckets of water on you, you use one, and then the next one jumps to your hand, but unfortunately it doesn't, it stays empty, which is a bit annoying. Now, I'm just going to put them in random places for now, and then we'll have to work out afterwards exactly where the other source blocks need to be. But this is how it's going to work. Basically, we have to do this until every single block of water is source, and then we can get rid of it. And you can see, that's why it took me an absolute age to actually make that canal, because as you can see, we're a good bit away. As I said, the canal was much easier because it had walls, it was a nice symmetrical shape, it was, yeah, much easier, much easier. Oh, for goodness sake, I've just been emptying the same bucket, haven't I? Silly me. Buckets of water are a tricky business, aren't they? Right, okay, right, let's just do this load of buckets. We'll do this load of buckets, and then I'll probably leave it here. I just wanted to show, well, I mean, I'll fix it off camera, but I just want you to see exactly how I'm going to do it, in case any of you are slightly interested in that matter. And I do apologise, because this really, as I said, has not been, the episode of wonders I had planned, but those episodes of wonders can come at a later date, I dare say. So I'm going to continue fixing this, and I can imagine you guys probably don't want to just watch me endlessly bucket and fill a stone and water. Little bit boring, so I'm going to leave you guys here, and we will have a nice operational canal again when we're back in the next episode. Otherwise, thank you ever so much for watching. Again, apologies it wasn't filled with magic and wonder this episode, but it was a necessary thing that needed to be done, and we really should need to get to the bottom of what happened here and what caused it, I think, and take retribution against those responsible, I dare say. But anyway, so I'll leave it like this as far as you can see it. I'll thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll really hope to see you next time. Goodbye, my friends. Oh god, this is actually going to take ages, isn't it? Okay, bye!